Welcome to Sheikh Hamdan's Fans official channel, where we share the latest updates on Sheikh Hamdan and the royal family. Today, we're sharing a heartfelt message from Sheikh Hamdan, addressed to Hadia, his former love. In a poignant expression of remorse, Sheikh Hamdan pours his heart out, seeking forgiveness for the pain he caused. His words are a testament to the depth of his regret and the enduring connection he feels with Hadia. "I hope you'll forgive me for this. I know I don't deserve it. After everything I've done, after the way I hurt you, after the way I let you down, the last thing I should ask for is forgiveness. But I have to say this, even if you never read it, even if you've already erased me from your life." Sheikh Hamdan's words are a candid acknowledgement of his mistakes and a sincere plea for Hadia's forgiveness. His poem is a touching tribute to the love they shared and a testament to the power of true regret. "I didn't mean to hurt you, but I did anyway. I wish I could say it was never my intention, that I never wanted to see tears in your eyes. But life is complicated, and sometimes our actions have unintended consequences." As we share Sheikh Hamdan's heartfelt message, we're reminded that true love knows no bounds, not even those of time or circumstance. His words are a poignant reminder of the enduring power of love and the human capacity for growth, forgiveness, and redemption. "As I sit in silence, my heart is heavy with regret. I'm reminded of the pain I caused you. My intentions, though flawed, were never meant to hurt you, but that's no excuse. The truth is, my carelessness and selfishness ruined something beautiful, and now I'm left to face the consequences. I took you for granted, assuming your love and forgiveness would always be there. I didn't realize the weight of your patience, kindness, and devotion until it was too late. You gave me everything, and I repaid you with thoughtlessness and neglect. I remember the nights you cried, the exhaustion etched on your face from holding us together. I recall the way I made you question my love, pushing you away with each careless word and action. And when you finally left, I was left to pick up the pieces of my shattered heart. I know an apology can't undo the pain, but I need to say it. I'm sorry for my flaws, my fears, and my selfishness. I regret every moment I took you for granted. I wish I could turn back time, but life doesn't give us second chances. All I can hope for is that someday you'll find it in your heart to forgive me, not for my sake, but for yours. Forgiveness won't erase the memories, but it might bring you peace. I hope you'll find happiness, and I pray that somehow, someway, you found a way to forgive me. My apology came too late, but I needed to say it. Even if you never hear it, even if it changes nothing, I had to try. I don't want to leave this world without acknowledging my mistakes and seeking your forgiveness. In the end, it's not about me, it's about you. Your love, your kindness, and your generosity deserve to be remembered and cherished. I hope that someday, you'll find a way to heal and move forward, and that the memories of our time together will become a distant, fading scar. I was blinded by my own assumptions, believing that your love was a guarantee, a constant that didn't require effort or dedication. But love isn't a one-way street. It's a delicate dance of give and take, of mutual support and affection. You weren't an endless well of patience and understanding. You were a person, a beautiful and fragile soul who needed love, care, and attention in return. You needed me to show up, to fight for our relationship, and to care as deeply as you did. But I failed to meet you halfway. I didn't realize the depth of my mistake until it was too late, until you had exhausted your reserves of love and patience. By then, you had nothing left to give, and I was left to pick up the shattered remnants of our relationship. My heart aches with regret, knowing that you had to walk away to find peace. I should have been your safe haven, your rock, your partner in every sense of the word. But I wasn't, and for that, I am truly sorry. I became the weight that anchored you down, the burden you had to release. The hardest truth to confront is that leaving me was the best decision you ever made. Now, I see you thriving, smiling in ways I never witnessed when we were together. You're happy without me, and as much as it hurts, I know you finally have the peace you always deserved. I wish I had been the one to give it to you. Forgive me for wasting your time. If I could turn back the clock, I wouldn't beg you to stay or ask for another chance. Instead, I would tell you the truth. You should have left sooner, never waited for me to change. You deserve better than what I gave you. The past is written, and all I can do now is hope you forgive me, not for my sake, but for yours. I want you to never look back with regret, never wonder if you were the problem, never feel like you weren't enough. You were always enough. I was the one who wasn't. This is my final plea, I won't bother you again. I needed to say this, and now that I have, I hope you can finally release any pain I left behind. I hope that one day, when you think of me, it won't hurt anymore. As I reflect on our past, I'm met with the harsh reality of my own failures. I didn't protect your heart, didn't cherish your trust. I made you question my love, my care, my commitment. I doubt I'll ever forgive myself for the pain I caused. You gave me your love, your loyalty, your unwavering belief in us. And what did I do? I let you down, time and time again. I made you feel like you were hard to love, when in reality, it was I who didn't know how to love properly. Now, I see the damage I caused, not just in how we ended, but in the way you look at love. I hope that someday, you'll find a love that heals the wounds of the past, a love that shows you what it means to be truly cherished. I've come to realize that my actions have left you more cautious, more guarded, and more afraid to open up. And I don't blame you. The last time you let your guard down, I broke you. I took more than I gave, consumed by my own selfish desires. I leaned on you when I was weak, seeking comfort in your love, your presence, and your unwavering support. But when you needed me to be strong for you, to hold you, and to remind you that you were never alone, I failed. My own fears and doubts silenced the words you needed to hear. I let you feel like you were fighting for us alone, and looking back, I'm amazed by your strength and resilience. I don't know how you held on for as long as you did. Walking away was the kindest thing you ever did for yourself. At first, I resented your decision, convincing myself that you gave up too easily. But now, I see the truth. Leaving me was the strongest thing you ever did. If you had stayed, I would have continued to take and expect you to fix what I should have fixed in myself. I would have kept breaking you, unaware of the damage I was causing. You deserve to be free from that toxic cycle. I don't expect forgiveness, but I hope that someday, you'll find it in your heart to pardon me. Not today, maybe not even years from now, but someday. From now on, I hope that when you look back on us, the anger will have faded, and the pain will have healed. I hope you'll remember the good times without the bitterness of our ending, because you deserved so much better than what I did to you. If I could turn back time, I would love you the way you always deserved. But since I can't, all I can do is ask one last time, please forgive me. Forgive me for leaving without explanation, for not being brave enough to face you, and for leaving you with questions instead of answers. I regret that I made you wonder what you did wrong, that I made you believe maybe if you had loved me differently, I would have stayed. But the truth is, you were never the problem, not once. It was me. I wasn't ready for the kind of love you gave so freely. I wasn't strong enough to handle something real, something deep, something that asked me to be vulnerable. So instead of stepping up, I ran, not because I didn't love you, but because I did. Love like that terrified me. You deserved more than my silence. You deserved the conversation, the truth, and closure. But I was too much of a coward to give it to you. I let you think it was your fault, replaying every moment, trying to figure out what you could have done differently. But I should have been there to tell you there was nothing you could have done, because my leaving was never about you. It was about me not being brave enough to stay. I see now that I broke something in you. I still remember the way you looked at me the last time we spoke, the hope in your eyes slowly fading as you realized I wasn't fighting for us. I remember the way your voice cracked when you asked if I ever really loved you, and I hate myself for not answering you truthfully. The answer was always yes, but by the time I realized how much you were already gone, it was too late. I don't expect you to understand, but I hope you can forgive me. I know I don't deserve your forgiveness, your kindness, or your understanding after the way I left you without a word. But if there's one thing I wish, it's this. That one day, when you think of me, it won't hurt anymore. You'll realize you were always enough, and you'll see my leaving for what it really was, my failure, not yours. And even if you never say it out loud, even if we never speak again, you'll forgive me, because I'll spend the rest of my life regretting